you want to build a snowman? It's a very common phrase in our family, but we do like to build snowmen. We mostly build traditional snowmen made of 3 snack balls of snow. We sometimes have built other snow shapes or snow sculptures, like this 3-headed snowman. We also have here a wedding couple, sort of like what you would put on top of the cake. It's more of a sculpting, and here are a couple of an assortment of others that we've made.
There's one thing that is interesting about our snowmen, is that they are huge. Our tallest one was about 9 feet 9 inches. We used frisbees for the eyes. The bottom balls are usually 3 feet plus diameter. People always want to know how we make them so big. This frisbee was one of the eyes of the snow.
Such huge balls of snow are very heavy. We usually can't lift them, so the first ball is easy. We roll a huge ball until it is too big to roll anymore. It becomes the base. The second ball is usually rolled or slid up some 2x10 ramps from the ground to the top of the base. We pack snow in around the second ball to stabilize it.
The top ball is usually the biggest trick. With the top of the second ball often 5 feet in the air, it is too steep of a rise for our ramp. So we roll another base as big as the first, usually about 4 or 5 feet away from the snowman. Then we roll or push the top ball up the ramps onto the new extra base. At this point, it looks as though we have 2 snowmen, each 2 balls tall, about 4 feet away from each other.
Once the top ball is stable in the extra base, move the ramps and place them between the top of the extra base and the top of the second ball of the snowman. This is a more reasonable angle to push and roll the ball into place. You often need a ladder or 2 to help get onto the ball since it is so high. Sometimes you have used other methods to get the ball in place. You can see it's diagrammed here. We had this time with this snowman, which was a 9 foot 9 incher, that we had to cut its head in pieces and put it off in pieces because it was too big.
Once the top ball is in place, extra snow is packed in to stabilize it. Then a face is added, usually from our pre-made snowman pieces. We have eyes, a nose, a mouth, a heart, and buttons. They're mounted to a wooden stem so we can shove into the snow for quick finishing features. We sometimes do more creative things with the extra base.
Moving around such huge balls of snow takes a lot of manpower. Usually moving these snowballs requires the coordinated work of many people. Sometimes we can manage with just us kids. Sometimes we have to have help from mom, dad, adult neighbors, and friends. This is a mild sampling of the people that were involved in this making of this snowman. There was actually 2 more adults that were involved.
This winter, we had 3 giant snowmen in our yard. The biggest one was 8 foot 5 inches. We have a lot of fun doing this. In fact, we often have people stop as they're driving down the road to take photos of our snowmen. In advance of next winter, we ask you, do you want to build a snowman?
Yes.
Now, you have to have good snow to pack that, so how many days don't you? I mean, you have to have